This time on That Bus Show.
We always participate in the Gallatin Christmas Parade as a staff, as an office. We bring our family, we ride on the bus until it's time to go time. And we all get off the bus and we have loads of candy. This year we had Tootsie Rolls and Dum Dums. So this year was special for the parade because Eric was actually the Grand Marshal of the Christmas Parade.
Each year we do a Sumner County Food Bank Check Challenge, and this year was another great year.
The Check Challenge is a really neat way to give back to the community because we ask people to challenge other people. Eric challenges 5 people in the beginning of this Check Challenge to come in and bring a $100 check, each of them. In turn, those people come in with a check for $100 and they challenge 5 people.
Are you ready? Go. We've got a check for $20,000.
Have mercy.
We reached our goal, actually reached it this morning. Somebody brought in the last $200 and got us to our goal.
Lord have mercy.
Thank you,
That's
guys.
wonderful. Thank you. And it will go there.
Awesome.
You're $3,800 more than you did last year.
Awesome. That's great.
And that's amazing.
You know, it's a blessing to be able to help others, and just glad that the community's kind of partnered up with us on that event. And we'll do it again next year with a twist. It's going to be pretty cool, so you'll have to stay tuned for that. At our company Christmas party, we like to honor our employees and their spouses and or significant others. And we play games like almost like Let's Make a Deal. I'll ask, you got a bobby pin or you got book of matches, anything like that. We give away a bunch of gift cards, did about 30 of those. Later in the night, what we'll do is play Dirty Santa. But the trick is that Jim and I buy all the gifts. What is that? And what else? 1 week's paid vacation. And then, of course, at the end, we threw a little trick in it. We kind of played again, Let's Make a Deal, like at the end of the deal where you can give what you got and behind door number 1 or door number 2. We had 12 envelopes, and we had 8 people that decided they wanted to swap their gifts in for what was in an envelope. They all picked envelopes. Some came out way far ahead, and some were real losers.
I got a question for you.
What? You ever seen Let's Make a Deal?
Is this a bad idea?
Here's the way it works. You're giving up your gift for one of these envelopes.
There could be anything from $1 to I don't know what. What'd you give up? The pellet grill. You have any idea how much those pellet grills cost? $800 is what that would cost.
It can't be that.
Car payment for a year, up to $500 a month. Here, you better hold on to this. Door number 4. $1,000 cash. I don't know. I don't remember what I put in there. Holy crap! That good, huh? You sure you don't want to keep them? 2 weeks paid vacation.
It was a pretty cool event. For the most part, I think people enjoyed themselves and were glad to play the Dirty Santa.
I would just like to say we've had an awesome year, and it's all because of all of you. It's been great. We've got a heck of a team, and very happy for all of you. Thanks.
Christmas for Kids organization that was started 30 some odd years ago by Conway Twitty and his driver Billy Parks and a driver named Ronnie Tug Thurman, who worked for Ronnie McDowell, and also it was Bruce Crawford that drove also for Conway. Monday is the bus show at Walmart. It's usually from 5 to 9 p.m. There'll be anywhere again from 70 to 80 buses. There'll be artists here signing autographs. And then on Tuesday, the drivers leave out of here right after lunch. They go to their schools that they've been selected to go to, pick the kids up. They take them to the Civic Center where they're fed a great meal, and then they load back up on the bus, head back to Walmart. And when they come off of that bus, they will be matched up to a chaperone, and that chaperone will go in and shop with them, and then they will actually be brought back to the bus by that chaperone. So everybody is watched after the whole time, and it's just a cool thing to watch those kids coming off the bus and the excitement on their face, ready to go do some shopping, and then just see them coming out. They all get a new jacket, a new bicycle, and just all kinds of cool stuff. It's really nice. So Tug, here we are at Christmas for Kids. I'm going to ask you, how many years have you been doing, or is this your first year?
No, this will be my probably about my 38th year.
So you've been basically it from the beginning. So what have you seen from beginning to today?
A lot more people's involved in it now.
Yeah.
It finally got out and got word around that what people wanted to do and help these kids and everything, and it just all come together, and it grew to be what it is today, from 15 kids or 20 kids to 400 some kids today.
Yeah. Here we are with Ricky Hudson, and Ricky, I know that you've done this Christmas for Kids event at least once or twice. Tell me how many years you've been involved. Do you remember off the top of your head?
Been at it about 20 years.
20 years. Yeah. So you remember the first time you did it?
Yes, I do.
Okay. What? Tell me about that experience. What can you remember about that?
Well, I can remember a lot of little kids, and you're heartbreaking because you felt so bad that, you know, this is how they were getting their Christmas. And of course, being fed and seeing Santa Claus and seeing the excitement of them shopping and stuff, and of course all the buses and stuff was really, really cool. And it was a very, very enjoyable experience.
So now we're here with driver Paul Grant. Paul, we're just kind of talking about Christmas for Kids. How many years have you been involved in this?
Several years. I've been at All Access going on 11 years, and I think I've only missed 3 or 4 years due to being on the road.
So tell me something that sticks out in your mind about maybe a child that you took, or just a year that you went that stuck in your head.
One little boy showed up on the bus and he had like his socks were hanging out of his shoes and the bottom flapping and everything else, and then just to see how happy he was to get a new pair of shoes was pretty cool.
Have you decorated your bus?
Yes, sir.
So what have you done?
On the interior, I've gone with the Charlie Brown Peanuts theme. I've got Santa Claus and Snoopy on his flying doghouse outside the bus, inflatables.
Nice.
As you go in the entry, the handrail's all lit up, and I have a projector to reflect snowflakes off the curtains in the front.
Very nice.
When you go into the main lounge, I've got the Charlie Brown Christmas tree up on the table with Linus's blanket. Snoopy's there. It's all lit up in the interior with decorations throughout. The corridor down through the bunk room is all illuminated with blue and white snowflakes, and the rear lounge is all done in the Snoopy theme with the Snoopy characters that are illuminated in the corner on top of the ice chest with their skates on up through the snow.
Nice.
And everything, and it's all with icicles and
my gosh,
lighted
man,
garland.
you've gone all the way.
Well, I didn't know what to expect as far as the competition, so I wanted
There
to
you
do a
go.
good show.
Well, I'm gonna go look at it.
All right.
Thank you.
Glad to have you.
All right. In doing this event all these years, is there any particular thing that stands out that you remember every time somebody says something about Christmas for kids?
I was telling the story this weekend. It seems like every kid, when they get here, you're as hyped up as they are, and you're thinking, okay, like you said, bicycles, we're gonna get video games, toy army suits, things like that. The first thing they seem to go to, I want my grandparent something. I want my sister. I want my brother. I need to get my mom something. It's never their first reaction to go get something for themselves. It's almost like they're inspired to give as much as we are.
Getting.
Yeah.
What about as seeing all the buses and all the people here? Some have said it's kind of like a family reunion of your drivers and.
If you're a basketball fan, it's almost like an all-star game. You no longer are for one team.
Yeah.
You're here just to combine all of your talents and efforts for one reason.
Yeah. A lot of people don't realize that that's what this is. Multiple bus companies that come together to do this. It's not an all-access coach event. This is a multiple bunch of companies that come together, and everybody just really comes like
multiple bus companies, multiple drivers that have filtered throughout the years and seasons in their career from different companies, different artists that have been with different companies. That it's everybody's guards down, and they're here for one reason. It's not a competition or a who's better, who's bigger, who's
right.
It's you're here for the kids for these 2 days, and that shines through from bus owners to drivers to everyone here.